Welcome to the Josh Bolton Show, where we dive into interesting and inspiring conversations. And now, your host, Josh Bolton.
Welcome, everybody. Today we have Axel Thibon. This is awesome dude. He was just giving me a little bit of backstory of what he does, and man, we are in for a good ride today. Action-packed and everything. Axel, take it away.
No, thank you for hosting me today, and so it's a pleasure to speak with you and your audience, and yes, happy to chit chat and have a conversation about what I do, who I am, and we can go from there.
Yes, we will. So tell us a little about yourself, your backstory, kind of thing.
Yeah, perfect. So yes, I am speaking to you today from Cleveland, Ohio, but you hear my accent. It's not a Midwest accent. I'm from France originally, and even if we are going to end up speaking about investing and finance and technology, I am by training a mechanical engineer, so nothing to do with finance, but that's what leads to me to finance today, because when I started working in the car industry, knowing nothing about finance, I wanted to start investing for myself to build wealth for my future, to be able to buy a house at some point, or to start thinking about my retirement. But when I was going to try to find a solution, I tried first with tools like Robinhood or E-Trade. But when I was going to there, it's easy to access, it's fantastic. But then it's what do I do? What do I buy? What do I sell? I'm going to screw up. And so I was let's go back to my bank to ask if they can help me. And when I went there, they told me yeah, we can help you, but do you already have 100 or 200K to qualify to get a financial advisor? No, not yet. Okay, so come back in 5 years. And so then I went to the only solution that was left, which is the new tools that are appearing now, robo tools like Acorns, Betterment, Wealthfront, which is great if you want to put your money in a place and then forget about it, because it's almost like a black box. You have to trust the algorithm. You don't know what is happening inside, and you have a limited choice, and so it's very difficult to control what is happening. So it could be frustrating for a lot of people, and so that's why I decided, you know what, at some point I need to find a way to solve that. Right. And I think that's the reason why after a few years working in the car industry, I switched to banking. I came to the US, did my MBA at MIT, and switched to finance, to banking. Worked in a few banks for a few years, being the head of strategy for these institutions, and even start from scratch a little online bank just before doing Wizest. So and I think that being able to build a little bank from scratch gave me the confidence that I was able to build a solution to address the investing issue that we mentioned before. And so that's where I am now. Now it's launching my startup, my fintech startup named Wizest, which is about making investing approachable and easy for everyone. And so that's that's my journey so far.
That's wonderful, especially like you touched on the engineering. The everyone I've talked to on here who's done something very similar and is very successful, they all start off as engineers, and they're like, wait a minute, I'm an engineer. I could just reverse engineer that and make it work. And then as I was listening, I was just chuckling in my head. I'm like, yep, if anyone can figure it out, an engineer will figure it out.
No, it's true that at the end of the day, it's this mind of being curious to be able to find solutions to problems, and and yes, I found my problem was trying to help people investing, and that's what I'm trying to do now.
That's wonderful. So what are some of the strategies that you learned in this up to the point of your fintech for investing to make it more approachable for the average Joe?
Yeah, so what I saw is first that in the last few years there was a lot of evolution in the market and a lot of new tools and a lot of and the use of technology that is fantastic, because 20 years ago Robinhood was not existing, and so it was very limited to be able to access and do trading. And now everyone can do it, which is fantastic. But again we give everyone a car, but not a lot of people knows how to drive and have a license. So now it's like now that we have access to it, it's like how we can make it easy for people to operate, not just to have access to it. And so that's what I'm trying to do. Is like let's solve the second issue after being able to access it in a convenient way. Now let's see like how we can help to operate and to do it and to invest really. And so that's why I think that the robo aspect is great for like some aspects and using the machine and the algorithm that are like very reliable. But I think that money is still for most of people like very emotional, and so it's an emotional topic. And so we like to have like a human contact. To chat about topics, to have confirmations and validations, and so that's why with Wizest we brought back the human into the process and build like and use the technology to package everything and make it accessible to everyone.
So the initial part of my question was, what did you learn in your journey for investing strategies that led you to Wizest?
Yeah, yes. Sorry about that. I was like excited.
It's all good.
Like,
it's all good.
So what I learned is like at first like about investing and investing strategies. And one of the reasons why that I am doing that is like very limited part of the society, I would say, is accessing investing. And I'm seeing that like if you look at the statistics today, like I learned that like only 25 to 30% of like investors are women, for example. And so there is something here that is not working. And same thing with minorities. Like there is not a lot of people that are investing there. So there is a lot of things that can be done to help, and there is a huge opportunity. And then in terms of investing, I saw that also like people are like when they are not guided, they may have like they may overreact to what is happening in the markets and take bad decisions. And so the idea also is to provide them support so they don't overreact and don't take bad decisions. Because if not, you see the market dropping, it's like, oh, I have to sell, and you sell low, and then the market is going back up, and then you buy high, and so all bad. So that's what also we want to avoid and try to help people to navigate through these uncertainties.
So do you have different like investment strategies, like the contrarian, trend trading, stuff like that?
Yes. So what we have in the platform and the way it works, I think it's a good time now to jump into that. Is like when people come in, they don't see stocks, ETFs, mutual funds. What they see people, and the people like the like you see like when you go into Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn. Everybody is used to analyze people, and these people that we have in the platform are like financial experts, so financial advisors, portfolio managers in the real life, and that they are sharing their personal profile, as well as some portfolios and strategies with the users. And then as the users, after like some questions to help to do a matching process, people can see a list of like of experts and say and choose like 1, 2, 3 and build a team, almost like you build your fantasy football team, but you build your team of experts that is going to work for you on your behalf. And so when you choose the team and you say, hey, I want like to maybe I have like $10,000, let's say, and I want to put like 30% of my money on Jim, and 30% in Mary, and 40% in Jeffrey, and the platform Wizest is gonna replicate on your behalf the portfolio of Jim, Jeffrey, and Mary and automatically, and then you as a user will only manage your team. So your portfolio is going to be these 3 names. And you will manage that instead of having to go and manage like the mutual fund XYZ that is super scary and abstract for a novice investor. And then like the thing that is great of having this human layer, let's say, is that like each time Jim, Jeffrey, or Mary do a change in their portfolio, they have to explain it and say why. Say, hey guys that are following us, like and following my portfolio, this week I'm going to do this change because of this and this reason. And then like the next week, if they don't do any change, they can say, hey, by the way, this week the market dropped like 5%. Don't worry, it's because of this and this like aspect in the macroeconomy. So they can explain and make people not overreact to what is happening out there. So this way they help people to keep, I would say, calm and consistent with the plan they had in their mind about investing.
Interesting. Okay, I can get behind that. Like if you know a good strategy, let's say like Jim is more like sells puts on S&P 500. Generally speaking, that's going to work kind of thing. And Mary is more like a trend trader. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I would like that. Then be like you get a hybrid of everything. But now this is just me that came up, and probably a lot of people are thinking about this. What would be the expense fee though that we would have to pay you to get to this? Is it a monthly rate? Is it a
Yeah, and so
1%?
we decided again to go with something that is not scary and easy for people, which is like let's go like the Netflix model. It's like to access Wizest, it's like a $10 or $20 monthly subscription, and then with that everything is included. So you don't have there is no hidden fee or additional fees, and then you can access to all the Jeffreys and Marys and Johns that are in the platform, like sharing their expertise and their portfolios, and that's it. And so that's like a very simple model.
So is it just one flat fee, or is it like $10 is like the starter package, $20 is like the we will fully automate everything
Yes,
for you kind of thing?
so yes, with $10 you can basically follow one expert, and with $20 you can follow as many experts as you want. So you can basically like split a little bit of your money in like I want to follow 4 experts, like 25% of my money in 25% of my money in 4 different experts. So you can do that. So so that's like the basic one is 10, and then with $20 you can do teams.
Okay. So then my next question from what I've learned, do I need to be an accredited investor for this, or is this
Yeah,
even the 18-year-old without $2,200 can do it kind of thing?
exactly. You can do it with like $50. So there is no minimum to start using the platform. The only thing is like obviously to be able to follow certain portfolios that are there in the platform. Maybe we suggest like, hey, we suggest for this one a minimum of like $100 or $250 for this one. So it depends on the portfolio, because if you want to have something that is working from a trading perspective, you need to have at least $5 of each product, so the trades can happen in the back end. And so that's like why we suggest minimums, but like it's only suggested minimums. So you can start with $10 or $20 if you want.
And is there an automatic withdrawal? So like you automatically, if I say I want you to pull $50 and put it into my pot, will that happen?
Yes. So the way it works, like when you open your account, you will connect your bank account with your Wizest account, because Wizest is going to be a brokerage account, like your Robinhood account, and you will transfer money from your checking or savings in the same way whenever you wish.
Okay, so I could say within your app, say, hey, every week on Friday for my payday, pull $100. And can I also tell it to automatically invest into my 3 traders too at the same time?
Yeah, so that's a great question. And so today, as we're just launching, we don't have like the automated, like I would say, recurrent like funding, but it's something that we want to add like very soon. And it's great that you mentioned like for example, like $50 in every payroll, because like one of our like angle of approach with Wizest is to build partnerships with companies to offer Wizest as a benefit to complement the 401ks, so people can have it through their company and maybe subsidized by the company, so they don't even have to pay the $10 or $20, and they can do that like every month, like take like $50 or $100 of my payroll and put it in Wizest. And by the way, we just like signed a few months ago first like partnerships, and the first partner that is going to offer that to their employees is like the NBA team of Cleveland, the Cavs.
That's cool.
We partner with them, and they are going to offer Wizest to all their employees.
That's awesome. So then they're paying the $240 a year for
yes,
them?
they're going to subsidize Wizest for their employees, and it's going to be free for the employee.
That's awesome. That's also good for you too. Okay, cool. Then I like that because I use TD Ameritrade. I have my Roth account with them, and I'd like it. I say, all right, every payday pull $30 out, and then they don't have an automatic buying system. That's where I was like, oh, do you have that? So it's like you automatically get the $30, and you're like, okay, now I'll just distribute that equally amongst all my trades.
Yeah,
When you do get that, like you got me then.
yeah, that's in the roadmap among other I would say features, because hey, as I said, we are going live now with like the basic functionalities, and but we're excited to get like the users on board and the clients on board, so they can tell us what they want us first to change and to add. So that's how we're going to prioritize. So super excited about that.
That's awesome. So then how long have I'm assuming you didn't code everything. You had a team under you. How long did this project take for you to build up?
Yeah, so it was a quite a big undertaking, above all with like a COVID in the middle, I would
Yeah.
say. But yes, it has been like a 3-year journey, because it's not about just like coding and building. It's also about it's a financial institution and it's financial business. So we need to make sure that what we do is compliant with the regulations, that we also get our license with the regulators. So we are SEC regulated. We are working also with third parties to help us with like the custody of the accounts and the trades, to have everything happening in the back end in a way that is like secured and insured also. So all that is like it's not as easy as like setting up like a lemonade stand at the end of a driveway. but yes, now we are ready for showtime, and so we just started like a couple of months ago, like the friends and family testing, to have like the first I would say feedback.
Right.
And now we're about to release the app in the App Store. So and it's already there. So anyone can go and see our website, the App Store, and registering, or at least like going to our waiting list, and we are there.
Are you on the Apple Store?
Yes, we are in Apple Store, App Store, and Google Play Store as well.
Okay, I'm gonna look you up as we speak. Wizest. So then the next question for me comes up is do you have any plans going public with this eventually?
So for now, it's not something that I'm thinking about. Like I'm thinking about it's because going public is like I would say like a long-term, I would say, possibility. The idea with Wizest is more like now to see what is going to be the best way to grow Wizest and to reach our audience and to help our audience. So that's why we are like doing these partnerships to offer Wizest as a benefit, or also to try to partner with credit unions and small banks to offer Wizest as a co-branded product in between savings and wealth management services, as well as directly through the app that you are like playing with now. and so when we will have access that, then we will have like a better idea, or like what is going to be the best path for like the growth, and what where this can lead us. If it's to an IPO, fantastic. If not, it's an acquisition by a larger financial institution, why not? But that's not my preoccupation now. Now, what I'm thinking about is how can I help the people to get there, and how they can be happy with what we have developed, and we go from there.
So then, as I'm looking through your app, I'm actually downloading it to see what it's like. Do you offer fractional shares? Because
yes,
currently Amazon's still like $2,000. Even for me, that's hard to get.
Yes. Yeah, we offer fractional shares, and we can go up to as I was mentioning before, you can buy $5 of Amazon.
Okay.
We can go up to that. So that's why I say yes, you can start with $100 or $200 in the app. It's okay.
Do you offer like an annual payment? So if I paid you upfront 200 instead of 240, do you have an annual discount?
Yes. So as we are launching now, we are having I would say the first month is for free, and then we are going to have also the next 2 or 3 months at half the price. So for the launch, we have special offers, but obviously we're going to do what you said. If you pay your yearly subscription right away, you're going to have a discount. So yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I would rather pay that. As I'm looking at it, it is like everything that Robinhood's missing. So, and especially hearing you say it's insured and backed by the government, I'm like, I'll eventually sign up for all of that too. I like paying up front. I'm like, I like a discount. Take my 200 kind of thing.
Yes, and yeah, and what we see is also it could be a way for I don't know, sometimes parents or grandparents to offer that to the kids. They say, here you are now like you become a teenager. It's time to start like thinking about like managing your money, and it could be a way to do that to give that to them as well. So definitely like this like yearly payment is something that we are gonna have soon.
Yeah, I could see that. We're like, even if as a parent, because a lot of like entrepreneurs I've talked to, but you just know mom and pops in general, they don't have the time to study the market kind of thing. So
Exactly.
it could just be one of those, like, I really like the fact that you can do percentages in stocks for the amount that I really like. So you could be like, okay, I want 20% here, 20% there, 10% here. And then it just, like I said, when the automation finally kicks in, it just pulls the money. They could do it for their kids.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they just,
and what is great also for like anyone, not just the kid, but for anyone, is like as you are following and replicating like the portfolio of like Mary and Jim, let's say,
Mhm.
they are also like every week like posting, doing some posts to explain what they do and to explain basics about finance and investing. So there is a whole educational also experience, which is great for anyone, like to be able to have like a better understanding of what is happening in this mysterious stock market.
Yeah, yeah. The stock market, especially nowadays with meme stocks, it's interesting. It's really interesting.
Meme stock and the collapse of crypto and like yeah, a lot of things going on now.
It was so funny for me, like this one guy at my current job. He is such a hardcore crypto enthusiast, and I told him like, dude, this is all gonna fall apart because he made like something like 200K, and I was like, that's great, but did you sell your crypto? He's like, no. I'm like, so you don't have money then?
Yes, and it's funny because like until recently, like everywhere were telling us like, hey, why don't you offer crypto with Wisest? And we say like, hey, Wisest is here to help people to build wealth in a sustainable and for the long term. We're not here to play on the meme stock or like a speculative investment. And
Hmm.
crypto is still the wild west. so
Oh,
so
there's
until
yeah,
it's
there's no regulation at all.
so until it's not regulated, we're going to be very cautious with that because I don't think like for people that are conservative, it's a good choice to invest that because they're going to have heart attacks.
Yeah, the whips. I mean, I've watched crypto because I like trading, so I look at the tickers for them. I was talking to one guy a couple weeks ago, and crypto was 20,000. After the call, it dropped to 18,000 in under 60 minutes. I'm like, 2 grand just suddenly gone like that. I'm like, that's crazy. I would not be able to sleep at night with that.
Yeah, same. And I think our audience that we have, like at least with Wisest, is not the type of people that like this level of risk. It's more people that don't know where to start with investing. They know it's the right thing to do because it's going to give them in the long term more return than just a saving account, but they
Mhm.
don't know where to start. And so they are more like conservative profiles, and that they don't want to have like these crazy swings that are happening with crypto or meme stocks.
Right. So I'm just curious, on your platform, do you allow people to buy into master limited partnership stocks?
No, so what we allow is like as I mentioned before, like it's only like being able to replicate what the portfolio from like certain experts. So far, like the end users cannot like pick and choose the product themselves. They are
Okay.
copying like a strategy directly.
Yeah, the only reason I asked about that, because if you get in a master limited partnership stock, if you buy it, you become a K1.
Mhm.
And that's one of those, it's not impossible, but they're not consistent when they send out the K1. So you might have to file for extensions. Gets
Yeah,
a
and
little
so
stressful when
yeah, and for that reason, we the products that are offered like through the experts again are only like the classical stocks, ETFs, and mutual funds, like
okay, perfect.
the classical products that are in the stock market.
Perfect. Yeah, because I'm gonna say that's one of those. I know it's only like I think 62 or 68 actual stocks. They're master limited partnerships.
Mhm.
But yeah, if you buy those though, even if you owned it for half of like a minute, you get a K1
Wow.
kind of thing. So that's where it was like just making sure that you guys, at least right now, are not offering
Yeah,
that.
no, we're not doing that. We again, our objective is to make investing simple. So we go with things that like are easy and smooth for like for our users.
Wonderful. Is there anything else that I might have missed about Wisest that you want to go into?
I think we covered a lot. Like I would say, just like the mention again that like that people can go and have a peek you through our website, like at wizest.com. So Wizest, like just as behind me.
Yep.
Wizest.com. Also, like going to follow us in our social media channels. Like we have like the traditional ones, like Insta, like Facebook, like Twitter, so they can follow what is happening there. And then like again, like sign up for our for the waitlist. We as we are like launching, we have like now over 4,000 people in the waitlist. So we are super happy for that. So again, like just like if people wants to have more information, they can go there or send us an email, and we are here to help and answer and to see how we can make Wizest better. So
wonderful. Where can everyone contact you though, Axel?
Yes, like there is like at the end of the day, the easiest way to reach out to us and to have like also like a quick answer is to send an email at like info@wizest.com. So this is like an email a box that we share between like the different co-founders. So this way like we can be prompt to answer to any request.
Cool. So if you do send Axel at info@wizest.com, be sure to put in the subject, want to talk to Axel.
Exactly.
Cool. Absolute honor and a pleasure to have you on.
No, thank you for hosting me.
Yeah, it was great. Well, congratulations. You made it to the end. You're a awesome person. Not many make it here. So, being the awesome person that you are, can you do me one more awesome favor? Can you rate and review this on whatever podcast services you're using? If you do it on Apple and you leave an actual written review, I have a thing on my website. I will take your written review and post it for all to see. Congratulations, you're permanently sealed on my site. Otherwise, I am trying to do YouTube more and live streaming. I will try to put as many of the YouTube links in the description of the show as I can. So give your boy some extra help over on YouTube. Watch my videos. I just mute it and change the channel, change the window or something. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for being awesome and see you next time.